Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Friday. It's another edition of Alphabet Fridays. My name is Miss Brittney, and in this program, we talk about a new letter of the alphabet every week. So this week, we're all the way up to the letter J. Here's the capital letter J, and then we've got the lowercase j. Right here. This is the letter J. All right. Do you guys want to draw this letter? We can see what the shape of this letter looks like. You can see it here, but we're going to go through how we draw it. So J's pretty easy. For the capital J, we're just going to make this shape. It kind of looks like a fish hook or an upside down candy cane. And sometimes you can put the line across the top like a little hat, but you don't have to. Either way will work for the capital J. All right. For our lowercase j, we're going to make the same shape, a hook, but it's going to be down a little lower than the capital J. And then we're going to give it a little dot like that. So J kind of looks quite a bit like the letter I, which we've talked about before, but it's got this cool hook at the bottom. So that's how we draw the letter J. So the sound for the letter J, j, is a pretty fun sound. And the letter J is the first letter in a lot of fun action words. And I thought that's what we'd talk about today to learn about this letter. So here's a couple examples. J is the first letter in the word jump. Can you guys jump? Jump. Very good. It's also the first sound in jiggle. Can everybody jiggle? Woo! Jiggle. Have you guys heard the word jabber? Jabber means to talk really loud and really fast. So let's try that together. I wasn't really saying anything, but that's how you jabber. And of course, we're getting close to the holidays. Jingle, jingle, jingle. Jingle is another word that starts with J. All right, I've got a fun little game for us to play to practice these 4 actions. All right, so we've got jump, jiggle, jabber, and then jingle. And if you guys don't have jingle bells, you can just pretend. You can just shake your hand like that. All right? So I'm going to pull a word out of this bag, and you guys are going to do the action that is on the word. All right? So it's going to be one of the 4 that we just talked about. So here we go. We ready? Jingle! Very good. What else do we got in here? Oh, jiggle! Woo! Jiggle, 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 jiggle! Let's see. Oh, jabber! And of course, jump! 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 How about jiggle again? Woo! Everybody jiggle! We've got jingle. Jump! Jingle again! Whoop! Jiggle! And how about jump for good measure? Woo! All right. Did you guys get all your jiggles out with that one? I hope so. All right. Since we're going to take a break after this week, we won't have Alphabet Fridays again for a couple weeks. I'm going to do 2 stories today to hold us over until the new year. The first one, I've been waiting until the letter J to read this book. This is a wonderful book. This is called Jabari Jumps by Gaia Cornwall. Jumps, that's one of the action words we just talked about. And this is our friend Jabari. Here we go. I'm jumping off the diving board today, Jabari told his dad. Really? Said his dad. The diving board was high and maybe a little scary, but Jabari had finished his swimming lessons and passed his swim test, and now he was ready to jump. I'm a great jumper, said Jabari, so I'm not scared at all. What's Jabari wearing that shows us that he's ready to go to the swimming pool and dive off the diving board? Yep, he's got his swimsuit and his goggles to cover his eyes. He's ready for the pool. Jabari watched the other kids climb the long ladder. There it is. They walked all the way out to the end of the board, as big as tiny bugs. Then they stood on the edge. They spread their arms and bent their knees and sprang up, up, up. And then they dove down, down, down. Splash! Looks easy, Jabari said. But when his dad squeezed his hand, Jabari squeezed back. Jabari stood at the bottom of the ladder. He looked up. You can go before me if you want, he told the kid behind him. I need to think about what kind of special jump I'm going to do. Jabari thought and thought. Jabari started to climb, up and up. This ladder is very tall, he thought. Are you okay? Called his dad. I'm just a little tired, said Jabari. Maybe you should climb down and take a tiny rest, said his dad. A tiny rest sounded like a good idea. How do you guys think Jabari feels about climbing to the top of the ladder and diving off the diving board? I think he's getting a little nervous. When he got to the bottom, Jabari remembered something. I forgot to do my stretches, he said to his dad. Stretching is very important, said his dad. He stretches to the side. He stretches and touches his toes. He stretches his arms behind his head. I think tomorrow might be a better day for jumping, Jabari said. They looked up at the diving board together. It's okay to feel a little scared, said his dad. Sometimes, if I feel a little scared, I take a deep breath and tell myself I am ready. And you know what? Sometimes it stops feeling scary and feels a little like a surprise. Jabari loved surprises. Jabari took a deep breath and felt it fill his body from the ends of his hair right down to the tips of his toes. Jabari looked up. He began to climb. Up and up and up and up until he got to the top. Jabari stood straight. He walked all the way to the end of the board. His toes curled around the rough edge. Oh man, he's so high up. Jabari looked out as far as he could see. He felt like he was ready. I love surprises, he whispered. He took a deep breath and spread his arms and bent his knees. Then he sprang up off the board, flying. Jabari hit the water with a splash. Down, down, down he went. And then back up, whoosh, out of the water. Jabari, you did it, said his dad. I did it, said Jabari. I'm a great jumper. And you know what? What? Said his dad. Surprise double backflip is next. Wow, that sounds like an awesome trick. That's Jabari jumps. All right. I've got one more book for you guys. Since it's almost the holidays, I thought it would be fun to read this book called If Snowflakes Tasted Like Fruitcake. This is a good one for the Christmas season. And this is by Stacey Previn. Get to use our imaginations when we read this book. If snowflakes tasted like sugar plums, they'd be dancing in my head. If snowflakes tasted like oatmeal, they would get me out of bed. If snowflakes tasted like honey, then we wouldn't need the bees. If snowflakes tasted like plump figs, I would shake them off the trees. If snowflakes tasted like cocoa, they would warm me to my toes. If snowflakes tasted like whipped cream, they would tickle me on the nose. If snowflakes tasted like chestnuts, I would roast them by the fire. If snowflakes tasted like gingerbread, I would make a cookie choir. What does a cookie choir sound like? Ah, maybe. If snowflakes tasted like popcorn, I would string them all together. If snowflakes tasted like marshmallows, they'd be lighter than a feather. If snowflakes tasted like apples, I would bake them in a pie. If snowflakes tasted like peppermint, I'd wish more fell from the sky, like a yummy candy cane. If snowflakes tasted like gumdrops, the roof is where I'd stay. If snowflakes tasted like fruitcake, we would give them all away. We don't like fruitcake very much. If snowflakes tasted like noodle soup, I would slurp them just for fun. But snowflakes taste like winter, so I'll catch them on my tongue. The end. All right, guys. That's it for Alphabet Fridays for this week. Again, we'll take a break next week and the week after. So Christmas and New Year's, we're going to take a break from Alphabet Fridays, but we'll be back on January 8th, okay, with another letter. So 3 weeks from today. All right, guys, I hope you have an amazing holiday. I hope you get to spend it with the ones you love and that you get to relax a little bit. And I will see you guys in the new year. Thanks. Bye.